Hello, my name's Mark, and today we're going to look at can drying. We're going to explore why it's important, how it's done, and where it fits into the production line. So let's get to it. Hello and welcome to our testing lab. We're here with Matt today. Thank you for coming in.
Pleasure.
He's going to help us with answering a few questions. So, Matt, why is it so important that we do dry cans?
There's three real reasons why we dry cans, Mark. The first reason really is the date coding. So typically on a drinks or beverage can, you'll either code in the base or you'll code as this can is on the side. And during the production of a can, the can will go through a process where it's upside down potentially, and this domed area can fill with water. And as you can't code through water, because it's either the ink and it will be dispersed, or a laser and it will be obstructed, this area needs to be dried out so that we can get a clear, valid code in there so that it can be sold legally with a best before date.
Fantastic.
The other reason that you might need to dry a can is due to something called stress corrosion cracking. And this is where the seam of the can, so where the lid meets the sides of the can, where this is formed and rolled over, if moisture is in and around this area, it can lead to corrosion, and that corrosion could cause the can to explode in transportation or damage the contents inside. And the third reason for drying a can, you dry the top, the sides and the base, is prior to packaging, because most cans are now packaged within cardboard. Cardboard, when it gets wet, will degrade, so the cardboard needs to be looked after. So the less moisture going into a packet, the longer it'll last.
Thank you for that. So we'll pop those down, we don't need those anymore. So can you tell me, what are the main ways of drying cans within the industry?
So the main method of drying is to blow air at it, but the difference is how you do it. You either use compressed air or you use blower-driven air. So with compressed air, you're operating at a high pressure, low volume, whereas blower-driven air, you're operating at a lower pressure, higher volume. The difference really comes in after that is down to the running costs of compressed air, because it can be expensive to generate, and also the risks of adding oil or moisture from the compressed air system onto the product that you're drying. The other real difference that you will see is a lot of the compressed air products are just standard catalogue products, be it a nozzle or be it an air knife, whereas with the blower-driven technologies, they're generally a much more customer-specific solution, really targeted to meet the needs of the customer.
Brilliant. So where in the production line would you find a dryer in a canning drying system?
Typically, there's several locations that you would find a drying system on a canning line. You would potentially have one at the exit of the filler. So if the can has been rinsed down after it's been filled to remove any of the excess traces of the liquid, there might be a removal there to stop transmitting bacteria and things around the rest of the factory. And then after that, you're likely to have a bulk removal system at the exit of the pasteurizer. The predominant reason for that is water recovery, to save on your running costs. And then the next stage would be to dry the base of the can prior to coding. And then after the can's been inverted back the correct way up, you would typically have a dryer for the top and the sides prior to packaging.
Thank you, Matt, for coming down to us and helping us out with some questions there. Appreciate it.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. If you do have any more questions or want any more information, you can visit our website or contact us, sales@aircontrolindustries.com. Thank you.